Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, chicken truck driver robbed, fatally shot in Spanish Town. Detectives in the St. Catherine North Police Division are searching for hoodlums who robbed a truck laden with chickens and fatally shot the driver on Friday night in Spanish Town. Dead is Rishon Dallas, 30, otherwise called Jordan, of Marchepen Road in Spanish Town. Reports are that about 10:30, Dallas drove a truck laden with chickens to Nesbury Grove, where he was held up. His attackers shot him and robbed the truck. He was assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch is probing the incident. JCF raises rank permitted to authorize motor vehicle seizure to inspector. The Jamaica Constabulary Force has raised the level for authorizing the seizure of motor vehicles from sergeant to inspector. This is according to the updated force orders and is intended to increase accountability, reduce misuse of authority, and ensure that the actions taken are justified and based on careful review of all circumstances. According to the force orders, there are currently many instances where motor vehicles are seized by the police without due care for the risk to persons and property. However, it noted that the seizure of vehicles under the Road Traffic Act is not mandatory. Based on Section 13 of the Road Traffic Act 2018, vehicles are liable to be seized for being unlicensed, having no decal, having no registration plates affixed, registration plates obscured, and operating without the requisite license. The force orders said the issue of traffic tickets for these breaches can suffice. Therefore, according to the orders, ranks authorizing seizures are to examine each case on its own merit and exercise discretion accordingly. It added that when a decision is made for seizure, the exposure of persons, property, and businesses to serious harm or loss must be considered. Some of these circumstances include the seizure of public or private motor vehicles for being unlicensed, when young children and babies are aboard, the seizure of a vehicle that is filled with perishable goods for not having a commercial license, seizure of a vehicle for being unlicensed during a weekend or before 12 midday on a Monday when persons are heading to work and intended to have their vehicles licensed, and the seizure of commercial vehicles for obscured registration plates, especially entities and their contractors providing critical services, including lighting and cable. Whenever vehicles are being seized, only approved wrecking companies must be engaged through the Police Emergency Communication Center at the rates approved by the Transport Authority. Wrecker rates are as follows: tow within a 5-kilometer radius, motor cars at $12,000, coasters and highway buses $22,500, tow over a 5-kilometer radius. For motor cars, $600 per kilometer, coasters and highway buses $800 per kilometer. No key towing, motor car $4,500, and coasters and highway buses $6,000. Traffic changes to Bogue Road to facilitate the construction on the Montego Bay bypass. The public is being advised that the National Works Agency has implemented temporary traffic changes along sections of the Bogue Road in St. James to support the ongoing construction of the Montego Bay bypass. Effective Saturday, November 2, a newly designated entrance and exit will be available for access to areas such as Bogue Industrial Estate and the Bogue Village via the Bogue Road Glacier-Duhaney Close intersection located near the National Water Commission's Bogue office. In order to facilitate the smooth flow of traffic, a temporary traffic signal has been set up at the intersection. Large trucks and articulated vehicles, however, may encounter difficulties navigating the route, and as such, these larger vehicles will be permitted limited access to the Bogue Main Road and the Temple Gallery intersection, allowing only left turns from the Temple Gallery Road. Commuters from the Bogue Industrial Estates and the Temple Gallery Road areas heading toward the Bogue Main Road should travel via Mafisanti Drive and the Glacier Doheny close before turning at the NWC Bogue intersection. Meanwhile, drivers traveling from Reading toward the city center will be directed onto a detour near Appliance Traders Limited, which runs between the current roadway and the NWC sewer ponds. Motorists are urged to follow all posted signage and the directions from flag persons to ensure a safe transition through the adjusted routes. 7 detained in St. Elizabeth police operation. The St. Elizabeth police seized 2 firearms and took 7 people into custody during an operation on Friday. The police also issued 167 traffic tickets and 11 motor vehicles were seized during the operation. Superintendent Coleridge Minto, commanding officer for the St. Elizabeth Police, have promised to maintain vigilance to ensure the safety of the parish.
So far, we have gone across a number of our town centers and a number of our hotspots communities. Right across the parish, a number of VCPs, targeted raids, roadblocks, and other operational activities were done. At this time, 160 tickets have been issued, 11 motor vehicles seized, 2 motorcycles, 1 targeted raid was done in the gutters area. That operation, 2 firearms were seized out of a vehicle, 7 persons have been arrested so far, and the operations will continue. I want to assure the citizens of this parish that we will continue our operational activities to ensure that the parish remains a safe one.
Son dead, mother nursing injuries after brazen attack in St. Mary. A St. Mary mother is not only nursing gunshot wounds, but is also mourning the loss of her son after a shooting incident in Anota Bay Friday afternoon. Dead is 23-year-old electrician Marvin Ricky J. Wilson of an Enfield address. Reports are that Wilson and his mother, along with other family members, were on a veranda in Atabaril Dry River Bridge around 3:40 p.m. when a lone masked gunman entered from the back of the house and opened fire. Wilson ran into the house but was chased by the gunman, who shot him multiple times. The gunman escaped on foot. It was discovered that Wilson's mother was also shot in the left foot, 5 of her toes shot off. She was taken to the Anota Bay Hospital for treatment, while Wilson was pronounced dead. The St. Mary Criminal Investigation Bureau is investigating. In the meantime, Acting Superintendent for the parish, Anthony Wallace, told the news that Anota Bay has become a hotspot for crime. The police will maintain a strong presence in the area to reassure residents of their commitment to maintain peace and security, Wallace said. Hand, foot, and mouth disease cases surge in Western Region. The Western Regional Health Authority is urging parents and guardians to exercise increased vigilance following a surge in hand, foot, and mouth disease cases across the region. Hand, foot, and mouth disease is a contagious illness caused by several viruses, primarily affecting infants and children under 5, although adults are also susceptible. Symptoms include fever, mouth sores, and rashes on the hands and feet. The disease spreads through direct contact with bodily fluids, respiratory droplets, contaminated surfaces, and the fecal-oral route. Medical epidemiologist for the WRHA, Dr. Mong Ong, says 318 hand, foot, and mouth disease cases were reported from January to late October, representing a 106.5% jump from the 154 cases reported during the similar period in 2023. Dr. Ong says trends from 2021 to 2023 indicated that the number of hand, foot, and mouth disease cases generally increases between September and November of each year. As of October 26, Trelawney accounted for nearly half of the hand, foot, and mouth disease cases, with 156 cases, or 49% of the total. This is followed by Westmoreland with 71 cases, St. James 66, and Hanover with 25 cases. The majority of cases, 84%, are in children under 5, with a gender distribution of 47% males and 52% females. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.